The Anunnaki have arrived from the planet Nibiru as it passes close by Earth's orbit. It has been 12,000 years since they last visited Earth. It has been 12,000 years since the last reset. It has been 12,000 years since the last doomsday pyramids were activated. New doomsday pyramids must be built to prepare for the next reset. Gold must be mined for transfer back to Nibiru. But first, a new workforce must be created. The local population of Homo sapiens will do for this task. They are primates currently, but the Anunnaki have plans to alter them. After the last reset of Earth, any living Homo sapiens were left to evolve on their own. A new version of Homo sapiens currently habit the Earth, different from the last Homo sapiens that the Anunnaki altered and enslaved to mine the gold. Enlil of the Anunnaki was been given the task to alter the next batch of humans. However, this time, the human species had become more intellectual than the Anunnaki expected. The Anunnaki discovered these new humans have much more potential than the previous humans created 12,000 years prior. Enlil was instructed to make sure their lifespan of the human race is reduced to 120 years. This will prevent the human race evolving beyond even what the Anunnaki are capable of. Over the years, the human race continued to develop while still mining gold and assisting with the building of the new doomsday pyramids. Some of these dormant pyramids can still be found today. Just head to Egypt. They have a few lying around. The doomsday pyramids would vary in sizes from small to large, depending on its location. The pyramids were built on top of a stone plateau, which were then held up by vertical pillars hidden beneath the ground. When activated, all the pyramids would lift from the ground. Once at full height, they would then start to harness all the energy from the Earth. Once fully charged, they could then be triggered from the Great Pyramid. Like plungers, the pyramids would then shoot to ground, releasing all the stored energy into space. Once activated, the doomsday pyramids would then grab the largest objects in the Taurid meteor stream and then begin to pull them towards Earth. Earth will then go through a 12,000-year geological reset. The pyramids were built in locations around the globe to ensure they had the desired effect when activated. Doomsday pyramids were built in Egypt, South and North America, Asia, and the Middle East. The Great Pyramid was built in what we know today as the Grand Canyon in North America, estimated to be 4 times as large as the Great Pyramid of Giza. During the time of the construction of the Doomsday Pyramids, some of the Anunnaki started romantic relations with the human race females due to their unmatched beauty. These romantic encounters created some of the most notable humans to have ever walked the Earth. They are what we would call today demigods from our myths and folklore. The years pass and the work is nearly done. All the gold has now been removed from Earth and transported to Nibiru. Once again, Doomsday is approaching. But this is not like the previous times. This time will be different. The Taurid meteor stream is now passing through Earth's orbital path. The order from the king is clear. Activate the Great Pyramid and prepare to evacuate the planet. But some of the Anunnaki went against the order from the king to evacuate. They decided to travel to the Great Pyramid in North America and try to deactivate it. Through love of the new human race and the wish to see how far they could grow and evolve, this must be done. However, they could not stop the event fully. They managed to destroy the Great Pyramid by setting of an explosion so large and intense it ripped apart the very Earth it stood on, creating the biggest canyon on Earth that we now call the Grand Canyon today. The other pyramids across the world returned to the ground, not activated. Large meteors were heading to Earth at an alarming rate, not the magnitude that was due to arrive if all doomsday pyramids were activated, but enough to cause destruction the remaining Anunnaki could not even try to measure. A series of large and small meteors struck the northern ice cap of North America. The energy of this impact was so intense, it instantly melted the ice caps. This caused multiple huge 2-mile-high tsunamis that swept all over the Earth, devastating everything and everyone in its path. and raising sea level to unthinkable level. Volcanoes across the earth started to erupt, spewing fireballs and raining hellfire across the surface of the earth. The remaining Anunnaki could only watch from the safety of their ships as the earth was ripping itself apart. What have they done, they thought? How could we do this countless times to this world? Continents were being ripped apart and tossed around, and then suddenly, all the Anunnaki gasped at the next sight. The entire continent their capital city of Atlantis sat on suddenly moved like it was surfing on a wave. It skipped like a skipping stone to rest at the very south of the Earth's sphere, known today as Antarctica. 7 of the remaining Anunnaki decided to search the Earth for survivors, and if any were found, they would share knowledge to assist the human race in its quest for survival. They would over time be considered as the very gods some religions still pray to today. Funny how so many of today's religions and civilizations have the same folklore of 7 gods coming down from the heavens after a great flood and helping restart life and sharing knowledge. The Earth went through a drastic transformation. Endless decades of rain and floods of a scale not even God could imagine. Floods ripping and destroying and reshaping the landscape into what we see today. As the Anunnaki traveled the Earth, the devastation got worse. Some doomsday pyramids survived. Some were totally removed from existence due to the aftermath of the event. Some sank to the bottom of the ocean. Some still buried in sand, yet discovered. Anunnaki's once capital city of Atlantis was now covered in a wall of ice. The Anunnaki decided to live among the humans and vary. Civilizations they helped create and watch over them until this very day. 12,000 years is approaching the Earth once again. The Anunnaki king will surely return. What will he say when he sees the Earth was not fully reset? How will he handle the current human race? Will he be peaceful? Now, this is not myth. This is not the truth by any means. This is just pieces of our history laid out differently. Remember the 2 cops in the first Lethal Weapon when they were trying to piece the plot, and they both said, "It's thin, it's real thin." This is no different. After all, Mr. Tesla, we all think was onto something. He just did not get time to find out all of it. Or did he? Just hope we don't piss about and turn them on. After all, there's damn hell of a lot of pyramids scattered all over the world.